Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and check out this headline from dailyhodl.com. Crypto whale watchers say Ripple's xRapid likely powering surge in XRP volume. Before we jump into it, if you would, please delicately tap the thumbs up to show your support. Definitely really appreciate it if you would do that. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing unless you hate every single word that's coming out of my mouth. All right, check this out. So this comes from Behind the Ledger, at Behind the Ledger, who I just followed on Twitter a moment ago. I actually hadn't come across him, but wow, looks like he may be a source of knowledge, so I'm going to learn more. But anyway, here it goes. The amount of XRP moving between Bitstamp and Coins.ph to confirmed xRapid partners is ramped up in recent days. An XRP ledger sleuth known as Behind the Ledger is tracking the size and number of transfers, which began to spike on March 25th. And so you can take a look at this chart right now, and you can see that there is not so much, not so much, not so much, and big spike. So what could that mean? And if you look at the corridors that we already knew Ripple has been talking about, we know where they've been developed because, as they've cited, it's the low-hanging fruit. If you want to develop XRP and under technology, xRapid, and if you want to get things moving here, grab the low-hanging fruit. If you want to get XRP adopted as a legitimate mechanism for cross-border transactions, a bridge currency, bam, this is where you start here. And so there's some more data down here. And it also states here, check this out, at the same time, XRP volume at the Mexican crypto exchange Bitso has surged in recent days. Bitso is also adopting Ripple's xRapid, and an increase in amount of the exchange's XRP/Mexican peso pair is having a noticeable impact on the data aggregator CoinMarketCap. So this is cool stuff. And, a couple things. I think there's one thing that I think is a misnomer is that you have to have a really, really, really high value XRP just to get any functionality, and that's not true. Now, it is true the higher the value in conjunction with liquidity, that's what you want. You do want a high price, of course. But seriously, and Joel Katz, at Joel Katz, that's David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, he actually has stated in the past that no, actually, maybe it was Miguel Viez, head of XRP markets. Maybe he's the one that I heard stated that. Yeah, it was. He stated, accurately, I'm sure. I believe it. It seems to make sense to me. He stated liquidity is more important than price. And maybe I can help articulate exactly why that is. Just imagine a world. Let's make up a number. I'm not going to use 589. Let's say, because I hate that number. Let's say that XRP is one day worth, the market rate is worth $100. Okay, let's just make that up. It's worth $100. It would be a crazy, crazy price, all right? And let's say that for some reason, nobody any longer wanted to buy or sell any XRP. xRapid would cease to function. xRapid requires liquidity. That means that there has to be XRP on exchanges available for sale. So you could have a very high price, but if people are not buying and selling, it doesn't matter because it'll be functionally useless. You have to have high value in conjunction with liquidity. That'd be the ideal situation. And on the flip side, you don't want extremely low value. Imagine if XRP were worth like, say, one XRP were worth like a millionth of a penny. All the liquidity in the world ain't going to save you there because the value isn't high enough. So that's why today, with the value of XRP only at 30 cents, which I think in years to come will prove to be like an insanely low price. This is not financial advice, but just my opinion. I think it'll go way up. But, I'm just saying, where it is right now at 30 cents, and with the level of adoption that we currently have, which again, early phases here, it probably is, given that they're just grabbing the low-hanging fruit, it's probably close to sufficient liquidity for that, but not for further adoption. And that's why what I think you're going to find as the landscape develops here is you are going to see a utility drive value of XRP. That's my thesis. That's my hypothesis. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. That's my personal opinion. And I think that you're going to keep seeing stories of development, and I think that will make people like me want to buy XRP even more. And then as more people are buying and selling, that will increase liquidity, and ultimately, even though there's going to be volatility, it'll go up, it'll go down, could go way down before it goes up. I still think that ultimately, if you were to look years down the road, that XRP will be worth substantially more than it is worth today. That's my guess. I don't make price predictions, mind you. I'm just guessing that in general, in a general sense, That's what's going to happen. And so I love seeing stuff like this, and it's so exciting because we're really at the beginning phases of seeing Ripple's technology truly be adopted. And so even just to see these corridors light up, and presuming this is the reason why, I can't imagine what else it would be. I mean, to spike like this, and they're the corridors we know Ripple was pursuing. I mean, come on, put 2 and 2 together, right? Equals 4, I think. Let me know. If it equals 3, tell me that too. All right. But anyway, here's behind the ledger. If you're on Twitter and you like just following everybody that's into XRP like I do, feel free to follow them. I try to follow everybody that's into XRP because I think that it livens up my news feed with the type of content that I want to see. Before I head off here, I just wanted to point this out real quick. I saw this. I was flipping through my news feed on Twitter, and I came across this article I wanted to read, and it's titled "Coinbase's New Customer Incentive: Interest Payments with a Crypto Twist." Ooh, enticing. Click yes, yes, yes. And then I go down here, and there's a paywall. You have to subscribe. This is what's known as a paywall. And so I just wanted to throw this out here, and I'm like, oh my god, I need Coil right now. For those of you that don't know, Coil has a solution for this. And they'd have, granted, the Wall Street Journal would have to implement it, but streaming payments in real time, for content providers, it's another option. So rather than getting paid, advertisements paying for content providers, or rather than subscriptions paying for it, you can stream payments in real time for those that have subscribed. And gosh, I just wish it were here already. So I wanted to throw that out there because now I can't read this. I thought, maybe it's just something I'd want to cover in one of my videos. Well, I'm covering it, but not for the reason that I initially intended. So that's all I got for you right now. But thanks so much for listening. Really appreciate the support, guys. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea.